Oh, Frozen. No, 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 no.
It's one of the best ways to defend a vent drop, and it looks like, I don't know, they might actually, oh, a little tag. It's a bit lurky. They're going to walk down.
Oh,
wait, what?
Sunpius.
How does that not kill him?
Armored underpants.
It doesn't matter. If you knife someone in the legs, they die instantly. That's ridiculous.
Well, Torzy, he's going to chase them down that vent, drops bomb, and gets caught by Sunpius, somehow surviving. Dexter's going to catch the headshot, very clean with the one tap, but then they rotate right back up that vent, and A-site, of course, is theirs.
Wow. Okay, well, bomb goes down. 2v3, JDC ready to get into heaven and get into things. Not going to be easy, this one. At least the kit here on Dexter, but no more utility and a hard rotation back up the vent.
Yeah, he's going to have to fly. Ooh, gets caught on the lip of the ledge. Forces JDC into the clutch. Now, this guy has taken off heads in pistols so far this series. He can go and grab that kit. Knows Dia's in the corner. No, JDC.
Going heaven.
Yeah, he should die to this flank, but if not, JDC in the 1v3. Snappy comes out.
Oh my god.
USP taps over top. There's still just enough time, but the gun goes dry.
Jesus.
And we've got Ence winning pistol.
Wow, that was a tense one. Very good try. Snappy freaks out. Okay. Man, listen, someone's going home crying tonight. Because MOUZ, they started out 2-0 here in Legends, okay? So even
Check
if they...
this out.
That doesn't make sense. I have no idea how that would have registered to the front of his body. That was a little weird. It's a little weird that you die instantly when you knife someone in the legs, but he's... Yes. All right. Fast upper hit. Oh, no, sorry. It looks like it's just a little fake as they cross outside. Maybe they put some pressure down. Valda finds his. Saw Ence have some very good nuke maps, funnily enough, with Snacks back at Dallas. And he proved to be a really interesting part of the map, both CT and T side. And that was also replacing Spinks, which is kind of interesting. Valda, Spinks, and Snacks are not three people I would think played on the same team at some point in history.
Counter-Strike does have those tidbits. Ooh, oh my god, the timing there, Torzy. Split second, he gets away. He just wants to hold on to the scout. It's not too much to ask.
And this is why Ence are going to go home crying tonight if they lose. Because yesterday they beat Vitality, one of the best matches so far here in Legends. An enormous victory. There's a lot of situations where that would be the decider game. Yes. That would be a 2-0 matchup, a 2-1 matchup, not a 1-2 matchup with no resolution. I mean, it ends up sending Vitality home, which is... It sends them home crying.
Everybody's crying.
But after Ence did that, you know, I'm sure they feel slightly entitled to the idea, okay, well, we can, you know, we should be good enough to make it through. But coming up against MOUZ, started off 2-0 in Legends. Shown they're playing very seriously. And when you start off 2-0 and you lose
here in Rio, that you just need to stabilize. And so far on Ancient, I mean, nobody can doubt that MOUZ weren't prepared for that. S-tier T-side, layers and variation and aggression here from D-Hub, but Dexter with the USP just stopped the bomb. Continues to peek the same angle, so he'll die. Snappy slides back behind the door, and of course that's just more reinforcements to come downstairs. Ence will stack up this bomb site and make the no Weasley USP can slide out ever again. It's just the Desert Eagle and the Scout now. Frozen met by smoke, he'll have to hold.
When it comes to Ence's T-side on this map, this is where I think Snappy's set plays mean the most. It's also another very, you know, hard map for T-sides, but upper execs coming in 2 or 3 times a half for basically every team in the top 10 means you want a high percentage of victories there. They have very strong attack. They're obviously very good on the defaults and a number of set fast plays as well that include vents and secret crosses. All these things are paramount to making
all-in type moments yesterday versus Vitality. He won rounds, and I think you could actually attribute a couple of lost rounds as well to him, right? Taking risks like trying to play 5-7 along the back wall versus Squeaky against rifles. It's just open doors, essentially, were offered. I think we'll have to compare and contrast once he gets to that CT side. For now, it's ramp room that Ence have hit and taken with absolute ease. Torzy just gonna tuck tack into hell. A lonely smoke towards T-spawn. And Valda sets his sights ahead towards the B site. We've got multiple players down here already, so MOUZ expect, I think, a rather fluid rotation. Valda sticks around. Util retrieves, Snappy just throwing all the nades that he can, offering value from the spawn and keeping Frozen preoccupied. Not just Frozen, in fact. They're going to peel the secret player up. Diha's back around here. Valda just picked up the kill versus the Opera sitting in hell. Exertion from Mini, pressured on both ends, getting spammed at. But that was in fact Dexter's bullets whizzing just behind him. Frag, yep, softens up Snappy.
Wow, look at this
Flash,
approach.
fantastic. Perfect in from Frozen, sets up Dexter, but then we get Ence back in with 2 kills, and JDC's gonna slide out from Vent, going towards the squeaky door. Valda's got bomb, he has to go for plant, 10 seconds to spare here. And they're aware of the possibility of this lobby wrap. JDC comes in, catches the first. Frozen playing in the perfect pocket. Avoids the fire, avoids the spam, and has Torzy to try and hold outside. Ooh, almost. Frozen loses 70 health. Nice press in from Snappy there, nearly net an opening kill. And it's not during that bombardment of utility, but just in the silence that came after it. Ence walk 3 players up. They're gonna know that Frozen's low. Nade could have been way worse for Ence if it had been thrown just 2 seconds later.
Yeah, they wait the max amount of time. That nade was pretty damn well timed. As you can see, the smokes just come up. They narrowly avoid it, and also aren't spotted when they finally dissipate. Instead, it's just MOUZ thinking about what to do next.
Looks like lobby push could be the answer. They're going to leave Exertion on his own towards Decon. He was jump spotting and now confirms it. He's going to try to run back sight. Ooh, but Diha, hot on his heels, just runs right in, and a missed shot from Torzy. Bomb's going to go down back sight. Nothing he can do to stop that. A flash to get into the foray, met by utility. They'll hold off. And this one could easily transition into a save. Look how quickly they pounced. Once they knew they were spotted, you know, they did not give a chance for Exertion to climb boxes, get back silo.
Yeah, and I think that's what they just saw. What's his favorite thing to do? And once they spotted him, they just didn't let him have time to set up. And they might have already known from his decon position that he won't have support in that position. And he's usually able to get up to clock, get up to xantares, sit and wait for Torzy to get into position to ramp. So Ence just not overthinking things. Another very clear attack on the game plan of MOUZ. And MOUZ saves. So, yeah, nice second round here from MOUZ. Another potentially fast one. That round was tricky because they didn't have a squeaky smoke and they still ran vents.
Valda's out all the way already. Exertion clean as hell. Madden's got one, and that's where he's going to get dropped. Back in from Diha, low HP up in heaven. Opera's trying to press through, smoke off of the flash, and now all CT's just running at... Now, suddenly, the economic buffer on the line here. Ence double tech 9, but it's going to be pressure towards Vent. Valda gets downstairs. They're going to know about it.
Eventually, these drops are going to cost MOUZ. They're letting them go with so much HP. 2 tech 9s on the cross outside. Oh, actually, one of them here in Squeaky. Oh my god, 2 insane kills here from Madden.
Little tech 9, blast back down.
Now we're playing football.
Frozen, he's going to see that, but he's not going to pull the trigger just yet. Hoping more players walk through, but then he gets spotted from the window. Now he still knows what's up. And Torzy and JDC connect with 2 kills, so the T's could turn back.
What?
JDC just fighting. Must have just caught Diha towards the windows. Snappy slides back in. JDC's fallen entirely silent, and it's Snappy and Sunpaya's shoulder to shoulder to try and push up over the control panel. But that actually draws JDC in. He doesn't expect both to be in there. So I think Ence making the best of a bad situation. Frozen down to 1/5 his HP. Sunpayas pushes it into the 1v1 and has time to go anywhere he wants.
Yeah, he's waiting inside of control, and Torzy will see if some noise takes effect here. There was an interview that talked from James to Sunpayas asking him what it's going to be like going up against Torzy. He felt like this was going to be more of a team game and that it was going to be a head-to-head between these 2 players, which definitely makes sense. But right now, it is a battle of their brain power, and Torzy will have a difficult task, trying to find Sunpius. No smoke on him to elicit a peek, but a kit to speed up the defuse if it comes to it.
Op versus AK. Couple of flashes.
Oh, he's thinking way too deep about this, waiting for some very big rotation from Sunpius. It's a standard play for the moment.
Halfway point.
And that's all Sunpius needs to do.
Sits tucked. Torzi starts to walk in. We don't know how close Sunpius is.
Oh, Jesus.
And Sunpius wastes no time. Swings it.
Rotations have been so amazing that they've still gotten themselves back into the rounds. JDC particularly off the ramp. And Sunpius continues to build momentum. Oh, he's not ready for this at all, man. Dexter,
yeah,
a little unaware in this spot. Not too much behind this buy, however, for MOUZ.
Squeaky door, the success story of Ence. Exertion about to be swarmed. Ooh, spotted, and because of that pressure, just works inwards. He was dead because the heaven push is coming out. Hut's occupied, Mini's pressuring him. Yeah, poor Exertion never stood a chance. Ence, round 7 queued up in what is the first 10 of this T side. Honestly, kind of, you know, shades of MOUZ on Ancient here from Ence's offense within their map pick.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, it's a very high-level game, I would say. MOUZ having to work very hard for the CT rounds, but Ence's T side, I think versus even a slightly worse team right now, would just be undefeated and 10-0 after this round. They have played very, very well and only narrowly lost on the rounds that they kind of failed to complete their attacks. These two teams might create a very interesting matchup, both great T sides. Looking forward to see how the second half plays out, but so far I think Ence, they've done what they feel like they need to feel good about NUKE.
Sunpius catching Torzi, but it looks like they play stagnant inside the A site. For that reason, Ence will have a field day down ramp. B becomes the intended target. Little heaven wrap as well. Layers for the T's. And nothing for the defense. Ball does up through heaven. I mean, they're just still sitting and waiting and expecting it to come in from lobby. Not the case. JDC's M4 has been found, and with the death of Diha, it's at least a cost to Ence's 8th win.
Imagine this game goes Stomp versus Stomp into Mirage. Oof.
I'm down.
Yeah. Yeah, Ence, it's just going to be a great map for both sides. Ence were definitely one of the best Mirage teams earlier this year in the world. They had Spinks, who is obviously... They need to make sure the vent drop can't happen in the beginning of the round, because that has been an enormous gap. It looks like that. They go for a deep Molotov into his smoke, and Exertion eats a flash. Oh, he turns back around and gets that.
Sunpius, though, right through the doorway, not alone either. It's going to have to be Dexter from backside. He's not the front line, but the second piece in from the D. And Dexter, well, it's a one and done, much like Exertion. Leaves us 3 versus 3. Luckily, all of MOUZ equipped. Diha silently sliding down beneath the heaven player. He has the choice to go around. Torzi wary. Oh, sees it. A warning shot over the bow. Just tries to curb stomp him back downstairs. Keep the goblins at bay.
Oh, his gun might be sticking out, yeah.
Yeah, that shot warns him as well. So, Opper's puffing their chest.
Oh, Torzi's, oh, wait, how did that happen?
Scoped in, standing in the open, just deleted and leaves it on Frozen and JDC. We know that JDC has already been spotted. It's just relegated down into the vents. Difficult position to get out and to help. And Diha's maybe even going to come around and flank him. Sure enough, JDC looking up top. Mac-10 slays him. With that, they're still going to plant up top on A. And Frozen, well, he's been found out. So feels as though too much of an impossible job to press in from heaven, and Ence really nicely done there from Diha. Once he got, you know, kind of turned back around from Torzy, he still finds a way to get a kill.
Yeah, and just they did this 4v5, right? They lost their first duel to the Squeaky player in front of where Exertion was, kind of trading places with Dexter on this round, and I think that was already pretty incredible. And Ence, they just are doing such a good job of working the map so thoroughly that, like, they have the Rampler coming in as they're execing. They don't commit out with 5. They have lots of support. They have layers here, and I'm really finding a hard time trying to discern, you know, what MOUZ are actually doing incorrectly, what they could actually do a bit better. So this is a very impressive attack that's coming on round after round, and it's just so multifaceted and layered that it's honestly just so impressive, honestly. Really well-called game here for Ence. There are, of course, a couple of gaps.
Ence coming at it fast. Oh, Exertion will not find a second. Ence could still slide through here. MP9, all that's meant to hold it back. Oh, Dexter, double kill inside of the hut. Man advantage here for MOUZ. They survive a fast onslaught again, or at least the first wave.
That bomb is recoverable inside of the smoke. Frozen doesn't spam it. They'll have to let this go up. The CTs have to actually move now. I mean, they were just spotted upstairs, and the rotation is going outside. Wow. All right. So Ence willing to work here. Of course, they maybe don't know that both CTs were here in this position. So the CTs might be uncomfortable with the lack of control, but look who is watching for the outside lurk. Torzy could win this round for sure. Oh, but he's turning around. And this is the whole point of outside late, is that it's less likely that teams go outside late because you can't plant a bomb here. It's kind of the middle, so to speak, and very good place to mid-round in a lot of situations. Now, on the cross.
No.
Oh, no.
Towards ramp.
Yeah, he's watching ramp. There's just too many spots that need to be covered.
Well, Torzy's intuition was right.
This is nice. So Madden has one molly that he can use for ramp to plant a bomb if they want to do that. They could potentially go back upstairs. I don't think they will in this spot.
Yeah, this close to the B site. It's just a matter of getting beyond Torzy's scope. And, oh, missed shot. I mean, that's a sitter. Second chance, doesn't find that one either. Bomb plant from Sunpius down on Astralis. And now it feels like Torzy's going to have to wait for Frozen to try and set him up. Give him a chance, but Sunpius, he attempts to press in through that smoke, and it leaves Madden into the clutch. Towards the doors, he gets the first, dives in, he's got the cover, and a hole to work with.
They give it their best shot after failing to take upper.
Mini drop.
And now lose another.
Sunpius trades back. Frozen, gonna get himself a second here in round 14. MOUZ fighting for the scraps of this CT half. And Madden wants to redeem himself. Got to wash off the bad clutch and Exertion. Well, he flanks Sunpius in the meanwhile, so yes, Madden will get his. Valda does the same downstairs, but now it's about getting these last two pieces of Ence together. And Madden wary of course, that flank. Dexter duels downstairs. Valda evaporated. Nice patience from Madden. I love that. Just sits in CT spawn and forces Dexter into the clutch. We've got both players with, of course, utility and information. Dexter, I mean, now this seems nigh impossible. The frag grenade doesn't finish him off, but it buys just enough time for Madden to get that plant in, and he'll lock in 5 T-side. Ancient was impressive, but Ence gunning for an 11th here on map 2. JDC, sick of waiting around, cranks the dial, hits them in the lobby, and it's a 5 versus 3 for MOUZ with that first fight found. However, outside.
Yeah, sort of a weird change of, you know, in terms of positional compensation, the T's getting into hell this early with a lurk lower. I think it's going to have the CTs guessing quite a bit. Now, Diha, how aware is he going to be? It's actually JDC that's the most aware.
Prepared, but unsuccessful in stopping Valda. 2 T's look to come and join Snappy. Seems like we've got a retake to close out the half. Gunning for 11, a 3 versus 5. Vent preoccupied. Snappy just denies Torzy any footing down here, and with that, we're into the even keel. Dexter, he's got a smoke ahead of him, 2 opponents on the other end, and then obviously a man behind the silo in Diha. They're still worried about the vents. This is delayed a good amount of time, so props to Snappy for slowing things down. But now with sound made, MOUZ Gonna have to try and hit this site quick. Bomb beyond the halfway point. Decon door swung open. Valda only 5 HP, and from 3v5 to only Frozen left over. Desperate to exit, but shut down. And Ence will get that 11th secured.
These two teams looking very even in that regard. I hope this one goes the distance.
Sunpayas, dualies already churning up kills. He's gonna get 2 over towards the ramp push. Nice tap from Frozen. He's got himself man advantage and exertion. Executes one outside. A pistol win here would be excellent for MOUZ's attempt at a comeback. And MOUZ, well, they win pistols. That's been the trend this event. Ence did get one back, of course, to start their own T side.
Ence 2, very good pistol stats for Ence as well, yeah.
Well,
someone's got to lose, though.
Then there's a lot of parallels to be drawn here, right? Successful T side, successful pistol rounds.
Absolutely.
This is a really, really tight. Oh, very tight. Oh, what could have been from Valda in the B site. MP9 Scout Desert Eagles. Hearts beating for MOUZ. Alive and well at the start of this T side. Sampayas, the warning shot that will turn the lobby player back. Diha, it's a deagle from downtown.
If MOUZ pull off this comeback and they do it on a T side, like talking about their stories at this Legend stage, I think there will just be an eruption of emotion. I mean, not only qualifying, but surviving 2-0, doing it on NUKE versus Ence, who just took down Vitality yesterday. 3rd best of 3 to try to qualify. I think it'll be too much.
JDC, he'll have to work with the 30 health. Sunpayas, another chance to deal damage, but okay, Dexter just comes over top, then jumps around on Snappy. That's not gonna make his job easier, but Diha's Deagle will connect. Doors swung on the reload, and Torzy takes that Dexter energy and runs forward with the MAC-10. Shreds a couple CTs. MP9 still left in the mix. A fake plant elicits the peek from Ence on ramp. Madden's been found out. Valda still unknown. He has to plant it now. And so there it goes. Valda should have been spotted from the vent, so Exertion's on high alert, and with 3 players surviving, that's the Rifles move forward, and only a 5-round lead. Yeah,
now they will have to work. Because we talk about how MOUZ are imbalanced in a weird, cool way, where their T sides are better and these are hard sides. Well, Ence are super solid on CT. It's not really the same story for them, even though they also have great T sides, stuff like that. I mean, all these teams are competent. This is about the circumstances.
No chance.
And this would be Sunpayas' first top 8? No, not first top 8, surely.
At a major?
Yeah, at a major? Yeah. Movistar? No.
Nope.
Wow.
Nope. It would be Valda's first top 8 at a major,
or Valda's first
is that one that really kind of blows my mind.
I know. He's been around. Heroic, Copenhagen Wolves back with Glaive, Heroic, North, OG,
yeah.
OG, Ence now, I mean. Yeah.
Get a couple kills inside of lobby here, so Ence can be happy that pistols prevail for at least what could be the freebie. But then Frozen comes to help out. Madden would love to hang on to that. He'll be given a chance. You know, and then we turn it to the other end, right? MOUZ, an entire team of players who have never made a major top 8. Not too surprising for the majority, except for Dexter. You know, he's been around for long enough. Madden, you got little to lose, and he does have the Kevlar. 2 kills into this, sees the head on Hut.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's making MOUZ nervous.
Ooh, we shouldn't have let that guy escape.
Molly lands on top of Bomb. That comes by way of allowing Exertion's escape.
15 top 10 of players in the world if things continue to go as well as they have been.
Yeah, give him the runway. He'll fly. Torzy down to 20. Not ideal. He loses Exertion up in front. If Frozen comes around the edge of Silo, Sunpayas was ready for the follow-up. And Torzy was just a few feet further behind Exertion, so no op versus op fight towards ramp. Dexter presses in. Battle of the IGLs. JDC throws his name into the hat. And now MOUZ falls silent at the minute 15 mark. Ence concede ramp room in its entirety. They're going to sit back sight on B and also towards Hell. You'd think this actually opens up something into A, assuming you can keep that Hell to Heaven player off rotation, but xantares, he's got that clean line of sight, and they're going to peek right into it. So Frozen gets chopped right down. No refrag though. Dexter, he's got the trade, and Madden inside of the hut. Nice wallbang damage. Keeps the T's dangerously low.
Wait a second. How many CTs are up here?
At least 2.
Okay, Snappy's the one downstairs. Ooh, Torzi swings around. Now Madden gets the much better spot here, yeah. They put themselves in a strange position where it feels like they might even want to save a Torzi. That was one of his only opportunities right there.
Pressure down onto the B site simultaneously. That is the bomb. He's going to try to work around. Ooh, Dexter was given a chance, but Snappy just so rambunctious back there that the M4 can finish off the damage that was needed. And this one's going to fizzle out for MOUZ. There's no guarantee the op gets saved. Valda from a distance doesn't take the shot, but sees it.
Great round out of xantares there on outside. Eats a flash in the back of red, and then just carefully re-aggresses. And of course, you see the guy top silo, but he knows the first thing you do with the op is look up there so that you can try to assist in your own fallback. And that could have only resulted in an extra death. And it really comes down to xantares knowing where to disrespect utility.
And it makes you wonder if you should just play this round to save the op again. Won't be easy to buy it if and when MOUZ lose round 20. With no utility, they will work their way towards ramp room. What awaits them? Well, Snappy. Pressed in close next to the boxes. xantares on rotation, drops the incendiary at the right moment. And these pistols are just going to be fed straight into the AK. xantares, even off utility, drops that off. Again, it would be critical to be saved in the next one, but Snappy's going to keep applying pressure. Madden's got them all locked in, and this one goes down nice and smooth. Diha locked into the secret stairs already.
I love starting secret. Just solve so many problems right away. Any kind of fakes that can come through. If you see no one's outside, you can kind of rotate back upper. They don't molly his position, so he's not got a smoke actually, which is kind of interesting. Hard angle here.
Exertion. Blindsided by that one. Hell, Frozen was almost the second casualty.
They let him go.
It's the third Molotov they've now thrown at him. And it'll get him to scuttle back downstairs. Dexter at the front of the hit. We've got already xantares pushed into the trophy room. Dexter's first point of contact would technically be vent. Or, no, excuse me, Madden to the rafters. Chops down 2. Easy does it. JDC emerges in from hut, and there's a little chance left on this one. 2 versus 5 into the 2 versus 3. JDC puts down smoke and catches Snappy up above. He's barely alive on 15 health. They don't know where Diha and xantares could be coming in from. They're worried about that Heaven play. Remember, xantares on the flank, and Diha comes up. Was last spotted over towards Secret once upon a time. How can xantares get forward with the off? It's point blank! And he gets the headshot to Frozen. JDC, oh, it's clean! And now it just needs to be Diha. Another chance as he takes that right side peek. He goes around, and Diha's gonna close it out, denying MOUZ what would have been a phenomenal 2 versus 5.
Oh, man. He tore through that site like a train on fresh rails. That was unbelievable rifling from JDC, and he's done some incredible things in these past few days. You know, he's doing what we saw Exertion do in the Academy League, who was stealing a lot of the shine. Funny, pretty similar roster, higher stakes, and JDC has been stealing the show. Such a great attempt from him, and not for me, but I know, I've heard about it.
JDC, back at it, huh? Wow, Mac 10 running through. Madden stuck behind vents. Nice. He survives that one. They're just so blind. Dexter comes through with 2 deagles. And all of a sudden, again, all of these rounds have always just been like MOUZ by the skin of their teeth. They got out of trouble outside 2 rounds ago. They tried to puncture through in a 2 versus 5, and now with so little to work with, they attempt to smash their way into this A site. But it's Valda who lends a helping hand to Madden. We get Frozen sliding around with the Galil. It's the lesser rifle, but he himself is excellent with them, and he's reading this. Valda tries to back up, only 25 health, and Frozen barely misses that timing.
Jesus, he was just trying to get around to heaven, and they've lost track of Frozen.
But that timing, right, for Valda to have to silently go all the way to heaven could allow for Frozen, could allow for him to come out from hut. But as he takes a pause, it then just allows Valda and Snappy to really join forces inside this site.
This is a damning mid-round because Frozen is already fought. There's no way he missed that timing. I mean, yeah, the Galil, I think, makes a difference here as well. No one's getting one bullet in this position. Ence have the perfect 2-on-1 setup. So Frozen's got his work cut out for him. Sliver of an angle here on the cross, and it looks like that'll be good enough from Snappy.
The jar. Still not enough to topple Ence's defense. Excellent T-sides out of each team on their map picks. Ence simply not prepared to lose this one. Not ready to go home. Nice, Sunpius times it. And over towards ramp, the pistols try to press in, but the guns keeping that maximum distance. Each of these rifle duels, it's as far away as possible. And somehow Dexter's Deagle, it just hits that other level when push comes to shove. As you would expect, Ence, 11 terrorist round wins, simply too many for MOUZ to overcome. And even despite them picking up the pistol win, picking up a couple others, they'll fall here to the hands of Snappy, out-calling and outclassing the likes of MOUZ on NUKE.